Hello guys, welcome to the Rain Trade channel. Today I played the Luxembourg regional. I only got 9th. It was my own fault. I threw my game round 3. It's a bit like it's still Ryzeal, but it's an interesting take on Ryzeal. Shoutouts to Hash, he told me about the idea and then we built the list together. It was probably the most fun regional in the last few years. I don't know, it was super fun. Yeah, let's get into the list. I will explain it to you. So first of all, of course, the Ryzeal stuff. 3 of 1 note, 3 bonfire. Not going to explain that. This is a blind second deck, but I'm still playing 2 cross on the plugin. Plugin is really important in this because you need to get access to everybody possible. Cross is just there, so because I am playing Desires. You just need it for consistency. It's good to draw into more breakers. Use a sport breaker only. You never choose first with this deck, even post side. You always make them start against anything. Then the reason kind of to play this deck is double or nothing with the Utopia double package and extra deck. I killed like, I don't know, 15 times, 20 times with this today. Like this was really insane. It's super fun. No one expects it. Yeah, it's also like you can do some pretty disgusting things I will show later in the extra deck. So this is really good. Not sure if it's correct to play, but it's at least fun to play and it works in most of your games at least, because you just need 2 level 4s to stick and you can go for OTK. Now for the non-engine, 3 Fuva, 2 Perulia. I kind of wanted to balance out the Perulias with other board breakers because I didn't want to break on those, especially like with Desires. You don't want to see multiple, like too many. There's the 3rd one in the side deck, but this isn't too good with Melos. I played like 5 Melos, I think, so this deck works against Melos, definitely. Then 3 Thrust, 2 Talons. Thrust has a lot of targets. I will show them in this deck, and it has like uses going first if they make you go start post side, which is pretty important. Talon's really good right now. Again, I was playing 3-3, but I cut down 1 Talons because you kind of don't want to sit on multiple. Thrust is good enough to risk it going second, but Talons is slightly worse because it's less flexible. So I think 3-2 is enough. You could also go 3-1 or 3-3. It's kind of whatever how you like split those ratios. Then 3 Ultimate Slayer, best card if you go blind second. I did opt to not play Metatronus because Tronus is quite weird against Blue Eyes, because you would have to play like 1 Ghost Ogre to make it life against seals, or like 1 more extra deck target, and this deck doesn't have extra deck space at all. So yeah, of course Tronus would be good in the mirror going first. You could side deck it, I didn't, but it would probably be a fine inclusion. But yeah, Slayer was really good even against Malice. It draws 1 with the Cephalos into Garura. So really good card right now. Then those are pretty much probably the best cards against anything going second. Like every deck just has Imperm Stronguses in their main deck, so like this always gets value. Then 3 Droplet. Again, it has uses going first. It's basically except for Metatronus, because this also works against rogue decks and it does out the Star Leech lock. If your opponent knows what you're playing, it's pretty hard to out Star Leech plus Pagushka, so you kind of need to have more outs to that. So I was pretty happy with the droplets overall. Also, it halves attack, which can be pretty important for the double OTK. And then 1 Imperm for Thrust in case you like post side you'd need it anyway. And it's a fine card to just main deck. And if you happen to not kill because Desires banished your double or nothing, which is fine by the way, like you just don't kill them, but then you need Thrust to set this for the follow up sometimes. It's 40 cards, you can't go higher in pure, I think. Then side deck, no going first cards, it's just more hand traps to fix something like Mermail and Malice of course, but to also have more cards post side that are good in the mirror both first and second if you don't know what they are going to do, because like letting your opponent start is pretty popular in the mirror anyway right now. So having cards that work in both scenarios is pretty valuable. So those are like Droll and Ash. Also they kind of stop the Star Leech lock mostly, so especially Droll. Droll was really good, I didn't see Ash too often. I also sided this in against Malice because it's a board breaker on 07, you just keep it for your turn. And you can use it on Thrust because as you can see, I'm planning on using monster effects on my opponent's turn against Malice, so you kind of want to have the out for Thrust in the deck at least. Then the 3rd Perulia, and then just for the Malice stuff. I didn't like this deck can't really play Chaos Hunter. Yeah, I was playing Buril instead of Lancia, but I wanted something that covers Crystron as well, and I would side those in against Mermail because they add the one that looks at hand, and you just Lancia and hope they don't have another discard outlet to get rid of the Dragona or the Shadow Squad. So yeah, this was really good against Malice, obviously. Like, happy with those cards. And then I was siding 2 Imperms against Rogue decks and Mermail or something, but it isn't really good against Mermail anyway, so I kind of switched to siding 2 extra deck cards. One, the Stardish lock. If you play Board Breaker, Ryzeal Mirror, I'm expecting them to make me start, so I want to set up the Stardish lock with like where you go Duo Drive, detach from Stardish, so it gets attack push, so you don't have any targetable monster on board for Slayer, Tronus, etc. So that was what I was opting for if they make me start. And then the one Cowboy. I never went to time, but I killed twice with this in a normal game state, which was pretty funny. But yeah, I don't think Cowboy is needed at all, but it did come up in normal game states twice, so it was good, I guess. Then for extra deck, of course, the Utopia package. And now the cards that are kind of connected to it. First, of course, Lugaris, because what you can do is if you happen to hard open this, you can still just make Utopia, go Lugaris on Utopia and use this hard from hand, so this still has 10k. I did kill someone with 4k Dragoon in attack with 20k attack this, because you go double on Utopia at this, you go Lugaris on the Utopia, so it's a 10k, and then you use this in battle phase, it goes to 20k. So you can basically kill through anything. And going first, you can, like, if they make you start with Malice or something, you can use this going first to dig into, like, for Lancia. Yeah, or you can reborn your Lancia on turn 3 if it comes up. I don't know if you can, but it never come up. Then this was probably the best inclusion to the extra deck. So what it does, for the people who don't know, it targets one monster in defense position, switches it to attack, and it loses 600 attack. So what people do if they know you're playing this, they summon monsters in defense, so you just make this, switch them to attack, and then kill them. This kills against Fenrir because Fenrir goes to 18. And then you just do this, it's 82. I did kill against Fire King where you build a wall in defense. Unwinnable game state, but this killed. So this was really good. I think this killed 5 times, this killed more often, but like 5 times I needed this to do it. Then for the normal extra deck stuff, the 2 detonator, 1 duo, you could get away with 1 detonator. Hush told me to only play 1. It's kind of fake. Like I used the second one like once or twice, but it's whatever. This could be anything. Because you're planning on killing and you're not planning on going into grinds, and usually the deck is fine going into grinds because you could just get rid of their field spell, clear their board, and they don't really have a grind from there anyway. And you have the twins and like either way. The 1 Dweller again to out the Fiendsmith trap and to stop their follow-up if you can't kill. 1 Tornado to remove back row before going for the kill. The 2 twins, pretty standard I think. And now like Aggregator, of course, together with the other Slayer targets. Malone just for the Blue Eyes deck. Didn't play any Blue Eyes, but would be nice. And these are super good for links because the Slayer just draws a card, which is really valuable in a breaker deck. So yeah, I think those are mandatory in this kind of deck. So okay, so shoutouts to the whole team, of course. Special shoutouts to Hush, as I said. He built the deck with me, gave me the idea. Yeah. Check out our social, Card Market, Facebook, YouTube, etc. Please subscribe, and see you next time.